experience her and learn from her. Passing the torch to some of the great young talent. That is the first.
She has stepped up her game in that opportunity. Caitlyn Clark for three, rattles it around for her first deep shot. As we mentioned, only 3 points in the second half. She had 13 in the first half, but has picked up a triple-double here today and gets the and one.
Clark hasn't shot the best in the second half, and this is just a great job. Little hesitation, change of speed.
Wallace has had 4 wide open looks from 3. They just haven't fallen for her. No whistle there. Van Loo thought she was fouled. Here's Clark off to the races, ahead for Wallace.
Perfect. Push pace the other way. First in the league in fast break points.
Clark connects on a deep 3.
Caitlyn Clark steps onto the court with confidence and immediately takes control of the game's energy, forcing defenses to adjust from the very first possession. The moment she crosses half court, defenders are already under pressure, picking her up far beyond the three-point line because of her incredible shooting range.
Brianna Jones coming off a EuroLeague championship. Just a miscommunication, and Caitlyn Clark taking advantage of no weak side.
Second and third quarter, that's been the issue for the Liberty, so let's see if they can have a better one here today as Clark.
Angel, great to have at the Turner, and Autumn Johnson here with you for the final preseason game. And Clark coming off the screen, you know this is what she loves.
Really taking upon her shoulders to be more aggressive offensively. 2 offensive possessions, 2 buckets.
Working on McDonald, who gives it a swipe. Clark, step back, hits a 3.
With the ball in her hands, Clark moves with purpose, using quick crossovers, hesitation dribbles, and sharp changes of pace to create space. The second a defender hesitates, she rises into a deep three-pointer and releases it with confidence.
Initiates the half-court offense. Crossover move by Clark. Thought about the step back. Boston this time driving to the paint, and an easy 2.
Levish hounding Clark. Clark, step back 3, knocks it down.
New York is doing a really good job of getting into the vision of Caitlyn Clark early.
Clark steps on the gas, goes right by.
3 triples.
Clark trying to answer, you bet.
Gave the fans a scare last night when she fell down on a fast break opportunity and a no contact play. Clark hangs and gets the and one.
The ball arcing high before dropping cleanly through the net. But Clark's highlights go far beyond her scoring ability. Her vision and playmaking make her one of the most dangerous offensive players on the floor. As she drives into the paint, defenders collapse quickly, trying to stop her attack.
When you have players like Ionescu and Caitlyn Clark, the way that you defend them, your team slants Boston galloping to the cup.
Here is Clark, she will launch and bury a 3.
Clark working on Cunningham, gets inside, Clark gets it to go.
For the Chicago Sky. Now they had opened up a perfect 3 for 3 from 3. Boston trying to look for it. Kelsey Mitchell, catch, shoots, fires, she hits.
Clark over Horston, hits a 3.
Indiana, at least in the fourth quarter, an 8-3 rebounding advantage. Clark pulls, fires.
That's when Clark turns into a playmaker, delivering precise passes to open teammates. Whether it's a quick bounce pass through traffic or a perfectly timed no-look assist, she consistently finds ways to break down the defense. Her ability to read the game in real time allows her to create scoring opportunities not just for herself, but for everyone around her.
Definitely taking that golden advice. Recently being the first WNBA player that has recorded consecutive 20-plus point rebound games.
A little bit here, we'll see if the Fever can free her up. Clark off the screen. Clark launches, hits a 3.
Play of the game against Washington in the preseason game. We've been told that it's the right knee. She will be reevaluated and
should have been given a really good look. Clark, hesitation, gets to the rim and lays it in.
Inside the lane, Clark shows impressive control and creativity. She finishes with soft floaters, high layups off the glass, and clever angles that make it difficult for defenders to contest her shots. Even when facing taller defenders, she uses timing and body control to get her shot off cleanly. Her confidence never wavers, no matter how tight the defense becomes.
Gotta pick her up. And 2 possessions, 2 turnovers here for the Sky. Caitlyn Clark running things. 8 assists, 15 points in the first half, looking to add to her tally.
We keep playing here from Gamebridge Fieldhouse. Clark led that furious comeback and gets us started here in overtime.
Rolled Clark a little bit deeper into the paint on that.
It's Boston, the pump fake. Stewart goes crashing down, no whistle. Boston fighting for the ball.
When she gives the ball up.
Well, the Fever on a 15-2 extended run from the end of the first quarter. Clark again.
In transition, Clark becomes even more dangerous. She pushes the pace quickly, often catching defenses off guard before they can get set. Sometimes she drives straight to the basket for an easy finish, and other times she pulls up from deep, launching a three-pointer before defenders can react. These quick decisions create highlight moments that shift momentum and energize her team.
She's made some post moves tonight.
Clark working off an array of screens, finds Mitchell, sidestep, and knocks down a three.
Here's Clark being hawked by Isaiah James. Clark sidestepping three is good.
Have to just dominate in the paint. Atlanta coming off of back-to-back games, scoring 90-plus points, and Caitlyn Clark.
Clark with 9 points, 7 assists here so far. Clark crossing over and dropping a three.
Clark's ability to control the tempo of the game is one of her greatest strengths. She knows when to speed things up and when to slow the game down, keeping defenders constantly guessing. Her composure allows her to stay in control even in chaotic moments, making smart decisions under pressure.
Hits it, she's got time. Cloud defending. Clark trying to create some airspace. Long three at the horn. Oh!
And then now the three ball's flying. They're 5 of 10 right now from behind the arc.
Speaking of, a long shot.
They've scored 10 points off of 6 Fever turnovers, so that's really the difference in the game right now. Clark leaning and hitting.
By the New York Liberty, and it's one of the reasons they've had so much success this year is the way they move the ball and share it.
Clark trying to answer, and indeed she does.
As the game moves into the final minutes, Clark becomes even more focused. She thrives in clutch situations, demanding the ball and trusting her instincts. With the score close and the pressure rising, she carefully reads the defense before making her move. A quick step back creates space, and she confidently knocks down another big shot.
Mumbawale to McCowan, and now it's 10. Caitlyn bottled up, but it doesn't matter. And then Johannes very coolly.
Two players with incredible up.
Clark has got 5 three-pointers here tonight. Dantas will shoot the three.
It's a 9 of 13 shooting.
And 12 assists now for Seattle.
Clark answers, and that is the first triple of the game.
Time and time again, she delivers in these moments, proving her ability to perform when it matters most. Beyond her individual skills, Clark's energy and confidence elevate her entire team. She plays with a competitive fire that pushes everyone around her to stay aggressive and focused.
As Clark got around, Stokes gets to the rim, lays it in, and a foul.
Cece with the handles behind the back. The dish on the inside to Sophie Cunningham, the biggest lead for Indiana.
Talked about how defenses have to stretch so far down the court. Here's Mitchell, sets her feet. Mitchell raising the three.
All of last season, they're already at 10. Looking to tie last year's winning record.
Clark from way downtown.
Her leadership on the court is clear as she directs the offense, communicates with teammates, and keeps the intensity high throughout the game. Whether it's a long-range three, a brilliant assist, or a clutch moment that changes the game, Clark continues to create highlights that define her impact on the court. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a moment from the brightest stars in basketball. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.